trying to get him with that one.
He saw that one coming. Look at this, JR. Can you imagine SmackDown putting on a match half as good as this?
No disrespect intended for our SmackDown colleagues, but no, I can't. I truly believe Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
And you hit the nail right on the head there, JR. The dominant brand. Not the slightly better brand or the sort of superior brand.
Absolutely not. I'm a Raw man, and I have to believe we're head and shoulders.
Wow! There's a hole you don't want to find yourself in, JR.
You sure don't, King. We've seen many a superstar tap out to this one. It's an unusual treat to see Melina in active competition. She's been known as the brains behind the tag team of Nitro and Mercury.
Now that's a little disrespectful to Nitro and Mercury, isn't it, JR? Are you saying they'd be lost without her?
Look, all I'm saying is that if brains were dynamite, I don't think Nitro and Mercury would have enough to blow their noses.
I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first.
And Lord knows it's been up there for so long that that would be no easy feat.
Well, brains or not, they're smart enough to keep Melina by their side, so they can't be all that dumb. Boy, Melina's one of those divas you just can't take your eyes off of, JR.
You certainly can't, especially if you're the referee. If there's the submission, there might not be any way out of it.
There better be, but we're going to see a tap out right here. Oh, man, I've been in this hole before, JR. This brings back some bad memories.
I can understand why, King. I can't even imagine the pain being inflicted here.
Here's the pin. Could this be it? 1, 2. Was that 3? No? Come on.
Boy, when you look at these superstars, it really drives home the fact that Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
Oh, there's no doubt about that, JR. There's not a superstar on the SmackDown roster who could hold a candle to Raw's finest.
I wouldn't go that far, King.
Oh, man. That's going to change the tone of this match, JR.
Yeah, and not for the better either. I wish the ref would actually pay attention to what's going on. Would you look at that? A blatantly illegal maneuver. That should be a disqualification.
You might be right, JR, but I don't hear the ring bell. This match is still going. This has gone beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no love lost between these competitors, that's for sure. If looks could kill, somebody would be pushing up daisies right now.
And you've got to admit, that makes for a much more interesting match, JR.
It sure does. But I just hope these superstars can settle their differences in the ring and leave it at that. And now a pin! This could be it! 2. He's not going to get caught with that one. This is a classic matchup, King. I'm so glad the WWE fans are getting the chance to see it.
Yeah, and I'm happy that I'm getting to see it too, JR. I just wish they'd pick up the pace a little.
Oh, no. Can his opponent kick out of this pinning predicament?
2. I can't imagine there are many things you could add Melina to that wouldn't make it. We could have a pinfall here, JR. 1, 2. I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's not what they signed up for, King. And quite frankly, I think these fans will be disappointed.
That submission is locked in, JR, and this is a tough hold to break.
It sure is, King. And even if you break the hold, it takes its toll on you.
Here's the cover, JR. 1, 2. You say that like it's a bad thing, Jay.
Oh, would you look at that? That was completely uncalled for.
Hey, It's not cheating if you don't get caught, JR.
This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
There's the pin. It looks like they've slowed the match down a little. And I think that's some good strategy right there.
It certainly is. I'm sure they're well acquainted with the old expression, fools rush in.
Is that why you always seem to be in such a hurry, JR?
I think I've eaten a little too much good Oklahoma barbecue in my day, King, to hurry anywhere. The submission is locked in. This could be huge.
Oh my gosh, JR! You can't go long without tapping out. Flat on your back with your shoulders on the mat is no place to be. These superstars sure aren't going easy on each other here tonight.
What do you expect, King? This isn't ballet, you know.
Oh, really, JR? Gosh, tell me more about your in-ring experience.
Well, I've got a pinfall victory over Triple H to my credit. How about you?
Can you believe we actually get paid to do this job, JR?
It's like a dream come true, King. Except when I have to sit here and listen to you drool over the Divas.
Come on, JR. You know I'm helpless when it comes to puppies.
Oh, I know, King. And that's why I'm bringing a pitcher of ice water out here with me next time.
Oh, boy. These fans have got something on their minds, JR.
Well, they paid for their tickets, King. And they...
I don't care how tough you are, JR. No one can take this kind of pain for long.
You're absolutely right, King. We've seen many superstars tap out to this very hole.
We can pin him right here, JR. I'd ask you who you want to win this matchup, JR, but it's been pretty obvious since the start of the show who you're pulling for.
I'm trying to remain as objective as I can, King. Quite frankly, I'd rather see a good competitive matchup than see a particular superstar win.
He's a 3 count away from a pinfall. These superstars are putting on a great match so far, JR. But if they drop the ball, these fans will let them hear about it.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. These competitors know that their paychecks come straight from the WWE fans. They're not going to let them down.
Yeah, but if they don't keep the fans happy...
If wishes were fishes, the world would be an ocean.
I don't know if his opponent has what it takes to kick out. That was like 2 7/8, JR. Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's going to go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an extremely competitive match that could go either way.
You know, JR, it's obvious that the only exercise you get is stretching the truth or jumping to conclusions. Well, climbing up the turnbuckle isn't bad. It's all the ways you could come down that hurt. Listen to the crowd, JR. I think they've got something to say to these superstars.
And if they're smart, they'll listen. Remember, without these fans, these superstars are out of a job. He's got his opponent locked in a submission hold.
We can see a tap out right here, JR.
What a submission hold! Could this be a tap out?
It isn't. The hold can't be broken. You can't take this kind of... He's going for the cover, JR. 1, 2, 3. Psychosis was a big deal in ECW, JR. And despite that, I still think he's one of the most exciting superstars on SmackDown.
I think there might be more than a few fans in this arena who would take exception to your comments on ECW. Man, this Psychosis is quicker than a hiccup. You got to... Oh, man, I think we're about to see a high-risk move here.
What? So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE.
But you've got to have a guess, right?
I might, but I'd rather keep it to myself if it's all the same to you, King.
Wow! Listen to these fans, JR!
You can fool some of the people all of the time, and all the people some of the time, but there's no fooling the WWE fans at all. He's up to something, and these fans know it.
Look, JR, what an incredible leg drop!
And here's the pin.
Here's your winner, Melina.